some hard learning. I remember writing Soul Searching, the interlude, one night as I was making chocolate chip cookies. That was a big thing with this EP, making cookies every week or weekend, depending. And I would just make the dough, and the dough I make for the recipe I make has to sit in the fridge for at least half an hour, which I used to just sit on the couch, type up songs or type up notes, and then go back out, scoop the dough up, put it on a tray, put it in the oven, and while it's cooking, I'll go back to the songs. That way I've given it time to like marinate in my mind, maybe come up with some new ideas, different rhyming things to make it sound different or better. And yeah, I remember just one night I was in this like zone where I was like, I need to write this song. I had the title, and out of nowhere it came to me what the whole vibe was supposed to be, and I just started writing it super fast. I banged it out in like I think 10 minutes, and not soon after I remember just sitting at my laptop one evening. Well, it wasn't even the evening, it was an afternoon, and I hadn't planned to make this instrumental, but I knew as soon as I started it, it was going to be the interlude, because the instruments just sounded perfect, like the soul searching kind of like twinkly vibe that I wanted. I don't usually sit down of an afternoon to make songs or produce anything. Usually I leave it till later in the evening when it started to get dark. I could just like completely zone in on it, but last summer I would do that a lot, where during the day I would just sit on my laptop and do all the things, and that way I could sleep early enough in the evening. I made the first half and it was like super twinkly, and the timing was a little bit weird because I had done the chords weird, and the way I wanted them to sound, it didn't match the tempo, and it wouldn't match any tempo, and it wouldn't match any different key signature. So I just had to kind of like hope and make the sound how I wanted it to sound without using the given grid for the tempo and key signature. So I think it worked. I like the sound of it now, and I like how the chords play out, and I like how it builds up into that second half where the switches, like this, that is like one of the cleanest transitions from one sounding song half to the like main song, and I really love it. But it's quite funny because the interlude was longer than some of the album tracks. I'm not sure if it still is, I forget if it was, but I think the interlude was like 2 minutes and 10 or 2 minutes and 13 or something along those lines, somewhere around there. And I think Oh You Nothing, which was the track that followed the interlude, was like only 2:09 or 2:08, and it's just funny that an interlude could be longer than a main album track. That was just a funny thing for me. Soul searching, hard learning. One huge problem that I faced in the whole like writing process before, I think I had started recording like the main album tracks at this point, but I was still writing some other tracks and finishing up certain like choruses and verses and just some lyrics that had to be like fixed. And I had just bought a new laptop. I bought my MacBook, and I had my notes app open on my phone, and it popped up on my laptop that my notes app was open on my phone. So I clicked on my laptop, so I was like, okay, perfect, so I don't have to be staring at my phone when I'm recording, because sometimes if the notification comes in and the microphone picks it up, you could have been doing the most perfect take and then it's fucked immediately. But I had written the whole song, I had taken a screenshot of I think a section of the song, and I loved the song and it was just like perfect. But as soon as I opened the notes app on my computer from my phone, it just disappeared on my computer. I was like, okay, it's just gone on my computer, that's fine, that's no big deal. And I look at my phone and the notes app crashed, and the note with the song in it completely gone. So not ideal. It just messed up with iCloud. I think there's an issue opening the same note on my computer that was on my phone because there wasn't iCloud storage space or whatever. Either way, I rewrote it and I like how it sounds now, and I think it was close enough. I think I had the chorus and first verse screenshotted, and I love them so much, so I knew basically what the lyrics were, but I think that happened for a reason, and the newer version is just as good, if not better, and went through a lot of different stages with changing lyrics. So I think in the end I ended up with the best version of Oh You Nothing. I am so angry. So I have a song called Oh You Nothing, which is like kind of rock, whatever. And I was just planning to record it now. And I open my notes app on my phone, and it's there, and I click into it. And then the notes app on my computer is like popping up and down like, bitch, open me up here, open me up here. So I did, and then immediately that song is gone. Like, where to go? I've done like the search thing at the top where you can search like the keywords, and if it comes up, it's there. It's not. I've searched recently, deleted, it's not there. So I don't know where it is, and I'm very stressed because Like that was a whole song. And yeah, I have screenshots of like the first written version, but I changed a lot in it since then. So now I'm like very sad. On my chest, been weighing me down, always on the brink of toppling over. When there wasn't a sound, you're getting under, but I kick you right out from there. You can't get energy, but I let you. You feel on my chest, been weighing me down, always on the brink of toppling over. You slipped through when there wasn't a sound. It's my skin, you're getting under. Envil on my chest, been weighing me down. It's my skin. Envil on my chest, been weighing me down. Always on the brink of toppling over. You slipped through when there wasn't a sound. It's in the skin, you're getting under, but I kick you right out from there. Can't get unless I let you. You don't fit in anywhere. You're the kind of guy I wouldn't place my bets on. But I don't know you nothing. Bitch, get out of my head. From you I got nothing. Focus on the good instead. But I don't know nothing. Bitch, get out of my head. From you I got nothing. Focus on the good instead. Focus on the good instead. One really funny thing that was said about Oh You Nothing when the EP came out, and I was posting TikTok videos promoting each individual song. Something that I found really funny was somebody commented that I wanted to be Billie so bad because she had just released Happier Than Ever 2 weeks before, which is a song I love, and it was after her song, so fair enough, like you would think that. But I had this song done for months, and I started the idea of like the kind of more like live instrument rock feel, pop rock feel, months prior. Maybe not even months, maybe a few weeks, but like I hadn't heard Happier Than Ever yet, so how would that have influenced me at all? Back then, in that era when I was making music, it would have been impossible to make a whole song and release it as part of an EP in literally 14 days. I think now I could probably do it because I'm much more like creatively driven now, and a lot more is getting done now, and I know my way through processing now, so I can do vocals really fast. As long as I can record them, I can process them really fast, and then I can throw a song out. But back then I definitely wouldn't have been able to do that. And to release it as part of an EP as well, the EP has to be in with a certain length of time before the release date to make sure everything's working smoothly and it's on the way to the streaming services and the stores to make sure everything is perfect. I had submitted the EP way before Happier Than Ever dropped, basically. Just posted another Prismatic video on TikTok. Turned off the comments because I just, although I don't think they're getting to me, they're just really fucking annoying. And whenever a notification for TikTok comes down, I'm like, you know, I see it, so it's not like something I can just not see, and I don't really want those vibes in my life right now. But I have a feeling even if I did have comments on, there'd be silence because it's the official audio and people just love to haze. When it's audio through my phone, then passed through TikTok and then through their phone speaker, which is not the vibe. So yeah, because Oh You Nothing, the comments are on that and nobody has said anything because it sounds good because it's the official audio and not through my fucking phone. So there's that. But yeah, that's what's going on, I think. In the tags, I also, because it's mostly Irish teens that think they have a god complex, so in the tags for this TikTok I did LA, NYC and America, like hashtag America, hashtag LA, hashtag NYC, so hopefully it reaches over there, because also those are the places where people be looking for talent. So if I can move over there, sign a quick contract to move back here and pack up my shit and go back, I'll take it, you know? So hopefully that gets me away from the Irish side of TikTok that loves to bully me for some reason. I'm gonna post more later, not later, but like maybe tomorrow I'll post more of the other songs just to see which people like and which should have a remix or a feature or be made the next single, because I think I want to do one more single. But anyway, bye. Chrysalis was the first proper ballad I ever made. Like, I'd written a ton of ballad ideas, ballady-esque kind of ideas that I loved and meant a lot to me at the time, not so much anymore, which is why they haven't been released or seen the light of day. But this was the first one I kind of like produced, and I tried to keep it as basic and ballady as possible, but with still a little hint of my like kind of vibe in there. So I went into making the project with the idea of Listen Before I Go by Billie Eilish and Phineas and his production on there, where it was mainly just piano, but then at a certain point it switches and like some textural sounds come in and Foley sounds, and like here and there there's like maybe a drum or two, which I didn't pull off. I think I could pull it off now if I was to do it again, but I didn't pull off that sound, but I still made something that was fun, and it was just piano and textural sounds and like my voice chopped up and used in different ways in layers under the main track. Yeah, it was just a lot of Foley sounds and a lot of chopped up vocals layered under the main vocal to give the vocal a feel, not even the vocals, just to give the song a feeling of fullness instead of just being piano and one main vocal line, which does work now because my microphone now gives it a feeling of fullness, but my other microphone made vocals sound quite thin. Overall, I love the song and I love the lyrics to my core, and they do mean a lot to me, but Chrysalis is the only song on the EP that I don't listen to now. I don't really listen to the EP anymore, like, because you're constantly listening to it when you're creating it, where you're producing it and you're making the beats and tracks for it. Then when you put vocals on it, it's much more fun, but you then get bored of them when you're adding vocals constantly and you're producing them for constantly, and you should keep listening. Even when the vocals are done, you should keep listening through to make slight changes in the automation and mastering and make sure everything is sitting right in the mix. So if you're listening to it so much that you just don't want to listen to it when it comes out. When I do listen now, I physically can't bring myself to listen to Chrysalis because I hate the production that much. Not even that I hate it, just right now with my abilities, I don't think the production matches the standard that I hold myself to, and it is solely and only because of that production. Everything else, I love the lyrics, I love the melody, I love the piano part. It's just the way I produced it. Like, I love textural sounds, but I just didn't pull it off well with this song. The lyrics mean a lot to me, and it's a lot of metaphors about how I was in an awful place, but the self-growth kind of, although it took a while, the Chrysalis caught me and made me into this person, from a moth to a butterfly, from a caterpillar to a butterfly. You do the growing yourself. The Chrysalis wraps you, keeps you safe while you do that. And then the bridge also mentions a lot of personal issues that I've been with, and my age was mentioned a lot, which I think was a huge factor in all of it. But the bridge does mention an awful thing that I went through in December of 2020 that shaped a lot of my self-growth, and it was a lot. And I went through a similar thing in December 2021, which also can be tied into this bridge, where, yeah, if you listen to the bridge, you will pick up on it, like how 19 changed my life, and then also if a year later how 20 changed my life. That's not written in the song, but I didn't know a year later the same thing would happen. But you can apply that age to 19 and 20, because I mentioned 18 and 19, but if you apply 19 and 20, it's the exact same thing. How going through that really changed my perspective on life, and just a lot happened, and the bridge means a lot, and I will miss them forever. That's all I'm gonna say. With Chrysalis as well, the rhyming scheme became a real problem when I was recording, because I think it was like 3 lines or 2 lines that didn't rhyme, and then the third line would rhyme with the first line, but I didn't pick up on that. When I was recording, I didn't really read ahead. I just started recording and I was like, this does not sound good at all. These lyrics and rhymes don't match even slightly, no matter how I sing them. What was I thinking when I was writing this? But then I played my voice notes and I was like, oh, the melody is different and the rhymes come later on. I wasn't reading later on to realize the rhymes were there. I'm just recording vocals for Chrysalis, which is like just very plain piano ballad with a few textural sounds in there and then just vocals. And I'm just recording the bridge now, and I've recorded this bridge multiple times and I give up halfway through because the rhyming scheme is very different. Like, the rhyming scheme, how would I explain? It's like A, B, A, C, A, B, A, C, A, B, A, B. Obviously the A, B, A, C, the first and third lines rhyme, which is fine. Then when I get to like the 4th line, it doesn't rhyme with the 2nd line, so I just give up and wait until the next final chorus comes around. But yeah, I just read through it now, and it actually, there is rhymes later on, so yeah. So I think I'm gonna finish recording this song and I'm just gonna relax. But I just want to say also, I touched on this yesterday, but like any TikTok notification I get, I immediately get scared. Like if somebody is liking my video and it's like whoever liked your video, I'm like, do they actually like it or are they making fun of me? Or like, what video is it? Is this other one blowing up that I didn't want to blow up, you know? So yeah, that's what I'm at. That's where I'm at. Yeah, but I'm gonna go finish recording this song now. Bye. It takes a lifetime to morph into a butterfly. The chrysalis that caught me when I just kept falling. It took a long time from a moth to a butterfly. The chrysalis that wrapped me taught me all I need. 18 was a learning curve, one that I really needed. 19, the winter took a bad turn. I will miss her forever. 19 looks so much brighter now that I am really healing. 19 looks so much brighter now that I am really healing. Think the future taking the right turn with the memories I treasure. Shed the cocoon, but don't forget, still not immune from the upset, because it takes a lifetime to morph into a butterfly. The chrysalis that caught me when I just kept falling. It took a long time from a moth to a butterfly. The chrysalis that wrapped me taught me all I need. The chrysalis that caught me, the chrysalis that helped me, the chrysalis that taught me, the chrysalis that saved me. The chrysalis that caught me, the chrysalis that helped me, the chrysalis that taught me, the chrysalis that saved me. The chrysalis that saved me. The chrysalis that saved me. Beautiful. We're on bar 320 on this project, so I'm gonna stop because I just keep, like, I know the melody off, so I just keep doing it over and over instead of listening to the track or any of the background vocals. I'm just like doing multiple takes in one track, and it's the only thing that's soloed, like nothing else is soloed, so I'm only hearing myself for the whole 320 bars. Hopefully the last vocal line for Chrysalis, I feel like I haven't recorded any vocals for Chrysalis before, like I was fully sure I'm done recording any vocals. I'm gonna go now, maybe record some other vocals, we shall see. Bye.